Many people, when they think of San Pedro as a place where a lot of cruise ships come into. A lot of people also think of San Pedro as a place that used to, many years ago, be the home of the fishing industry. But San Pedro, the town, has a lot of wonderful little gems. So come with me as we explore these San Pedro gems. If you want to know about San Pedro, there is really one individual who can show you. James is a very colorful personality, an individual who knows San Pedro.
I have been publishing the newspaper for San Pedro for over 30 years. Random Links is a unique publication that basically carries both politics and culture and does it from a non-mainstream media perspective. You're going to get an alternative perspective, and it won't bore you. It'll entertain you. You may not agree with everything.
That's for sure. I've known James for many, many years, at least 25 years, and when he says it won't bore you, that is absolutely right.
The Art Walk is a first Thursday event here in San Pedro. We have docent guided tours that are free for people to come down and enjoy seeing the different galleries in the area.
This particular shop that you have here is filled with a wonderful array of, well, I don't know, things. Tell me a little bit about your shop.
Okay, well, first of all, this is a Findings Art Center. It's a nonprofit organization. We have two causes. One is a Women's Findings Project, and it's a group of women who meet weekly to improve on their English skills as well as their entrepreneurial skills. The other cause is the first Thursday openings, so we have opportunities for shows for emerging artists, community projects. Tonight, the employers of the Port of Los Angeles will be here.
This is the Art Deco Warner Grand Theater. It was built in the 1930s and is now being used as a cultural arts institution for the Arts, Culture, and Entertainment District for San Pedro. My brother Fred Allen is the president of the Grand Vision Foundation.
I've always been fascinated by the older venues that are still in service around our country. This one is a particularly fine example of the Art Deco style, and so you can actually see in like some of the decorative ends of the little channels up here that there's actually Art Deco designs up in there. The architect Marcus Pritica was famous for these theaters. He did the Pantages Theater in Hollywood, and there were three actually sister theaters of this one. This was almost turned into a swap meet. Yeah, it was going to be sold by a private individual to another private individual that was going to tear out the seating and, unrake the floor, make it a big giant swap meet. And that's when the city stepped in and said, no, that's not going to happen. We're going to own it.
And we're sitting in, now tell me, would you call this a cafe? Is it a restaurant? What exactly is it?
That's a good question, because it started out with our intention of being a bakery and a small bakery cafe front. And as the customers came in, they requested more and more foods, and now it's leaning toward a combination cafe restaurant, but with a bakery background.
Our background is in different areas.
But do you do the cooking?
I do help out.
Not if I can help it.
Yes.
And I see, looking at your menu here, that one of your specialties are strudel, and having a German wife, which I do, I'm well familiar with the strudel, but is strudel one of your specialities?
Yes, that was our main goal.
It's first Thursday, and I'm so happy to take you up our 100-year-old elevator at the Lofts.
Wait a minute, a 100-year-old elevator?
Yes, it's 100 years old. It's a hydraulic elevator.
And we're now transported to a completely different, wonderful, magical world. It's always fascinating when you come into a place like this to see and talk to the people who sort of founded it, and I happen to be lucky enough to talk to the founder. Tell me your name.
My name is Jan Govertz.
So even though we're in San Pedro, you welcome people from other communities locally?
Yeah, we were just showing our own work here, but it got to be a lot to have our own work here every month when we're open on first Thursday, so we started inviting people.
Andrew, tell me a little bit more about the Whale and Ale. Is it indeed a British pub?
Yes, it's one of the very few unique British pubs in the South Bay area, or in fact in Los Angeles County. Americans are extremely accepting of it and seem to have, it's endeared itself to them very much.
I suppose since we're both British, I should end this by saying, jolly good show.
You should, and stiff upper lip.
Okay, you can see the gems of San Pedro, and remember, come on down the first Thursday of every month, and you can see and enjoy them yourself. Now this is another story. Until next time, I'm John Clayton. Thanks for watching.